Today, July 4th, year 2005. I'm very happy to be here to perform my religious duties at the Metta Lodge Buddhist Society in Johor, Malaysia. For this reason, I would like to thank all the members of Metta Lodge Society as well as all devotees for having this opportunity to perform meritorious deeds. Today's my topic is how to understand concept and reality. Okay, today's topic is what is? How to understand concept and reality. I feel it is very important for Buddhists to understand, to differentiate, how to differentiate concept and reality. This is where the very basic teaching of the Buddha to understand further your practice or your progress in on the spiritual path. The Buddha usually give two kinds of teachings in brief. The first one is Vihara Desana, that is conventional teachings. Then second one is the Paramattha Desana, the ultimate teachings, that means the teachings of conventional truths and the teachings of ultimate truths. In the Sutta Pitaka, the Buddha usually use the conventional language as a conventional truth, such as men, women, I, you, monks, and so on. In the Abhidhamma Pitaka, the Buddha strictly use certain specific term as a ultimate truth, such as Nama Rupa, five aggregates, elements, sense bases, and so on, Ayatana Dhatu. So please remember these two things. What is conventional truth? What is ultimate truth? Firstly, we need to learn. The conventional truth is a truth because people in daily life use the language for communication, such as men or women, dogs, cats, and cows, and so on. And the ultimate truth are things which have their own intrinsic nature, their own nature. So this roughly you can understand, you can differentiate this concept and reality. So now you can say the concept in the Pali is the Paññatti, reality in the Pali in the Paramattha. Mostly in the Sutta Pitaka, you can remember whenever you learn the Sutta, the Buddha used the men or women, the monks or bhikkhunis, upasaka, and so on. In the Abhidhamma Pitaka, the Buddha used and the ultimate terms such as Nama Rupa, elements, and so on. However, if you divide into two groups, there's a conventional truth, ultimate truth. Then, whenever you hear the words, the men and women, that's what kinds of truths what you say? Yeah, conventional truth. In the Pali, how will you say? Paññatti. Okay, Paññatti or conventional truth. How about when we say the Nama Rupa or Citta, Cittasika, Rupa, that will be what kinds of truth? Okay, ultimate truth, Paramattha Satya. I would like to define for this case. Then, if we roughly consider that way, men or women because this is related to language or related to form or shape or related to concept or idea. That's why we presume there is truth, but conventional truth. Then the other one is that we use elements, nature, characteristics, and so on. Then we will use these as an ultimate truth. Okay, that is and generally we can understand. But I would like to divide into three groups. Otherwise, this is very vague or very difficult to understand. So the first one is like Panyati, conventional truth. The second one is name for ultimate truth, and the last one is ultimate truth. For example, if we say man or women, this is what kinds of truth? Yeah, okay, conventional truth or Panyati. Because of weak human, conventional truth, please remember, all the humans agree that kinds of form or that kinds of shape, let us call man or woman. So we agree, everyone agree, this is a man, this is a woman. I saw yesterday I saw a man or one woman. Everyone agrees. So that's truth. But this is presumed as a conventional truth. How about we will say the nama rupa or physical phenomena or mental phenomena or dhatu elements or aggregates, five khandhas. These are what kinds of truth? According to Abhidhamma, we just name that's the ultimate truth because of Citta, Cittasika, Rupa, and Nibbana. This is the ultimate truth. But I will say these are named for ultimate truth because itself is not really ultimate truth yet. Because you remember, whatever the name, related to name or related to idea or form or shape, this is name for ultimate truth. Itself cannot be ultimate truth. Why I have to say this? Because some Buddhist philosophers want to say that reality has no name. Name itself is not reality. So whatever the reality has no name. So whatever the name is for ultimate reality is just for name. Name itself is a conventional truth. Cannot be a true ultimate truth yet. Even though we use it nama, rupa, five aggregate, and so on. So later on we will explain why we have to say. So when we learn the Abhidhamma lecturer, because they will use specific terms for ultimate truth. For example, Citta. According to Abhidhamma, we roughly say Citta is what kinds of truth? Ultimate truth. Because there are four kinds of ultimate truth. The first one is Citta, consciousness. Second one is Cittasika, mental factors or mental states. The third one is Metta or Rupa or Metta. Okay, the last one is Nibbana or absolute peace. We can say that roughly this is the ultimate truth. I will say this is name for ultimate truth. Okay, the ultimate truth has no name. So very difficult to explain because of since no name. So many scholars, many Abhidhamma scholars used to say we can learn Abhidhamma from our five aggregates, or you can find the real Abhidhamma within yourself. That means if you open your books, Abhidhamma books, you see the Citta, Cittasika, Rupa, and so on. This is a name for ultimate reality. But you haven't experienced what is a Citta, what is a Cittasika. So long as you cannot experience, so long as you cannot realize the real characteristic of Citta or real nature of Citta, real nature of Cittasika or real nature of Metta, real nature of Nibbana, that means you are still understanding just name for ultimate reality. When you practice meditation, because when you practice your Vipassana meditation, you may experience like Nama Rupa. What you experience Nama Rupa is different from what you say Nama Rupa. Because just now is a Nama Rupa, you learn is a name for ultimate reality. When you really experience in your practice Nama Rupa is totally different from what you say Nama Rupa. Why I have to say this? According to commentaries, Panyati, conventional truths, Pramata, Satya, ultimate truths, do not exist together at the same time. If your mind is related to conventional truths, there's no room for ultimate reality. If your mind, in your mind deal with the conventional ultimate truths, there's no room for ultimate conventional truths. So ultimate reality and ultimate truths and conventional truths cannot exist together at the same time. One exists, the other one may not. The other one exists, no room for the other one. So in your daily life, whatever you realize, whatever you understand, whatever you presume is naming, what to call the idea, concept, mostly are related to conventional truths. So long as your mind is dealing with the conventional truths, there are many concepts, many ideas, because of very much based on outer appearance, form or shape. So there are a lot of disagreements. Conventional truths cause to generate or produce a lot of disagreements, because conventional truths is very much dependent on your idea, your concept, form or shape. Then also can change their value. A lot of disagreements, then also our thoughts or this conventional truths is able to change its value. Intrinsic nature, which is related to ultimate truths, cannot change by our own thought or own idea, because it exists by itself, by own intrinsic nature. For example, how we can change its value for conventional, which is related to conventional truths. For instance, you grow 2 apple seeds, getting from the one mother apple. Then you grow 2 seeds at the same time, you can get 2 baby plants. You plant one baby, you can grow 1 baby plant in the royal garden. You grow the other baby plants in the poor man's house, poor man's compound. These 2 trees grow together at the very healthy, and also at the same time they bear fruits. This is a royal apple. This is a poor man's apple. So this apple is the same value or not? Same value or different value? This is a royal apple. This is a poor man's apple. No one pay attention to get it poor man's house, because the apple from poor man's house. Same value or not? Please say sincerely. Please say sincerely. If you are royal apple, your pay is maybe $1,000 or $100. Poor man's house, the apple, maybe you will pay $1. Because of concept, the conventional truths are changed value because of position or background, whatever, and so on. But it's the same fruit, same seeds from one mother fruits, the same genetic, but different location. That's why there are 2 apples change, because this is a royal apple. Otherwise, why we will call the royal apple? Apple means apple. Is it true? You can change the value. Okay, for example, again, some businessmen they bought all the royal apple, the fruits from the royal trees. The fruits of poor man's tree, they mix it together, put in the market. Then this two apples, same value or not? Same value, because there's no name for it's a royal or poor man and so on. This is the same quality. That's why we humans play so much gain for these conventional truths. For example, you are 5 aggregates. Those who are living in Malaysia, you possess 5 aggregates. Those people are living in the Burma, they also 5 aggregates. Is it Malaysia people, they think my 5 aggregate is better than 5 aggregates in Burmese people? Whether you think or not. If you say no, if you do the why they proud? People, humans are human, but I'm because our people are rich. Your people are, poor. Then our people are like higher education, higher standard, living standard. Your people are lower standard or poor, poverty and so on. That's why when you travel different countries, you may know, but you are holding the same passport. You will know whether people they treat equally or not. Whatever the country is richer than your country, they will ask you a lot of questions. Whatever the country is poorer than your country, maybe they will welcome you. Is it true or not? This is what? Is it these humans possess 5 aggregates, the other human possess 10 aggregates? Aggregate is itself the same. Not much different. But we humans conceptual thoughts, conceptual idea, make different position or different value. There's no doubt. That's why so long as you are living in the conceptual world, conceptual, the concept in daily life, you may feel you're certain proud, or you may degrade others seeing better or poorer or better or lower position, because we are living in the conventional world. So for meditators, for example, when you practice meditation, you got the deep concentration in yourself for the moment. I wonder whether meditator may think or not, my 5 aggregates better than the others 5 aggregates. Do you think so meditator will think or not? Why would meditator won't think, my 5 aggregates better than others 5 aggregates? If you see the 5 aggregate as a 5 aggregates, 5 aggregate means aggregates of form, aggregates of feeling, aggregates of perception, aggregates of mental formation, and aggregates of consciousness. These aggregates are related to 3 characteristics, marked by rising and falling. So they have own intrinsic nature. It doesn't mean my aggregate is more, my aggregate is more superior to your aggregates, or my aggregates are better than your aggregates. No such thing, because 5 aggregate has own nature, own intrinsic nature, rising and passing away. They are related to 3 universal characteristics. All aggregates are subject to impermanence nature. No aggregates can avoid. Then unsatisfactoriness, because the rise and fall all the time is facing, we have to face all the time these kinds of nature. That's why we call unsatisfactoriness or suffering in Buddhism. Then every aggregate is beyond our control. No one controls these 5 aggregates. Otherwise, I don't want to get in old, more than 20 years old. So no one controls, no one forbids. That is their own. That is ultimate reality has their own intrinsic nature. Seeing this position, no such yogis think, my aggregate is better than others. That's why if you know the Dhamma, you will see the people as an equal. If you don't see the Dhamma, if you don't really understand the Dhamma, surely you will always presume your position. I have $1 million. You poor man, you poor guy. Less than 9 possession and so. That's why when you travel around the world, then you may see how people they treat you. It depends on situation. So long as we are living in the conceptual world, no equal balance or not in this. Even though human has equal opportunity, but some they are because of talents, some they are hardworking, some are intelligent, so they will take it more advantage than others. Since they are hardworking or more intelligence or more skill, so that they will have certain better benefits as well, better opportunity as well. For this reason, the humans, even though we are living human world, so long as we are so much pay attention to see the human very much based on conventional truths, then standard may not be equal, positions may not be equal, treatments may not be equal, grading, degrading, criticizing, or more or less, it depends on how you will interpret, why you will feel it. There's a reason. They say, so long as we are living in the conceptual world, very difficult to get agreements among each other. So for example, like, this is a Middle society, because of building, we want to paint some color. Everyone has their own idea. Someone they attach, you see that, okay, like, oh, I want to paint is white. Someone they say, I want to paint in a yellow. Whatever they have own idea, because of that color will be the best. Then who has more position to choose the color? Either president or members, even the members, many members, so we have to agree each other. Very difficult to agree color. Then that's why now it is okay, fair enough to decide the voting system. Okay, the more the vote, the more number you can get it, this vote will win. So the voting system now it is used. But anyhow, this is conventional truths. We try to, understand according to Buddhist perspective. So long as we are living in the conceptual world, it's very difficult to get that agreement easily, comfortably. Then also, because our mind has full of concept, so very difficult to understand ultimate reality or ultimate truth. Because of, so long as your mind concept exists or conventional truth exists, there's no room for ultimate reality. So, for example, how much our mind is a concept is a really powerfully overwhelming our mind. For example, there's a one cup. Used all the time is the toilet room. Okay, today is so many guests, not enough cup. So you just take it, the cup, wash thoroughly. Okay, sanitize everything clean. But you can ask someone to use, because that particular person knows that this is a cup for using the toilet. But can you drink for water or juice? Can you do? Because a cup for use the toilet, but now fortunately or unfortunately we use for drinking cup. We can do it or not? Not simply do it if you know it. That is because of concept, but actually synthesized already. Cup is clean enough, even though medical aspect is clean, no bacteria, no virus, but we cannot drink it because we know there is a cup for toilet room. And also, for example, like some stranger, okay, one man is you have never ever seen before. That stranger come to your house, because since you never seen before that particular person, can you say that person is a good or no good, a good person or bad person? We cannot say, because you just first time you seen. But can you say that person is a man or woman? Can say man or woman. But please remember, you never ever seen before that man, that particular person. How could you say he is a man or woman? That person is a man or woman. you think? You never ever seen that person before. That's why you cannot say there is a good man or the good person or bad person. But you can still say it's a man or woman. Why? Because you have concept. Your concept is influence your mind. That kinds of form or that kinds of shape are let's call the man. That kinds of shape, that kinds of form or let's call the woman. That's why your concept is figure out that might be man. But nowadays, please remember, like young generation, sometimes the girl wear like man, but boy is like wear the girl. Can you see easily? And there's a one stage, one talk show in United States, the man or woman, because there is a teenagers, they play the game. The certain women just build up the muscle, whatever, just show like men. The teenagers, they say there's a man or woman. Sometimes they say man, there's a woman, because they try to challenge the concept, trying to challenge the conceptual idea, so that even though they cannot distinguish any longer, men sometimes they say women, they say sometimes women, sometimes they say men. This our mind is already formatted based on concept. We don't know. This is the conventional truths. Make it as different idea, different concept, then also make each other is a disagree because of conceptual idea. So according to commentaries used to say Sambuddhisacca, there's a conventional truth, trying to understand what we humans use in daily language or daily communication as a truth, men, women, cats, dog, and so on. The Paramattha is trying to explain what is the elements, what's the nature, what is the existence, truly exists or not. For example, Nama Rupa, physical phenomena or mental phenomena, which are truly exist or not. From point of view of Paramattha, ultimate truth, we can define or we can realize whether this ultimate reality, Nama Rupa, is truly exists or not. From point of view of conventional truth, men or women are truly exist or not. Exists as a conventional truth, not ultimate truth. For example, men, the so-called men are not really exist, because a man is a name for five aggregates. Woman is a name for five aggregates. So there is a man or woman are just language. That's a conventional truth, even though we use it, but not ultimate truth. How about the Nama Rupa? There's a physical phenomena or mental phenomena, but not name for ultimate reality. If you practice meditation, you can, for example, a good meditator, go to intensive meditation, intensive retreats, then do mindfully in whatever he or she do daily activities, rising, falling, or breathe in, breathe out, lifting, pushing forward, dropping, and so on. Eventually, that yogi discover the real elements or real existence of physical phenomena or mental phenomena. For example, the so-called mind, the mind is named for ultimate reality. But the characteristic of mind is to know the objects. There's a knowing, there's a something which is able to know objects. This is a mind. Because of what we learn, the mind, that means consciousness, name for ultimate reality. Just now the yogi knows there's a something which is able to know the objects. But there's no name. But it's a no name. If you don't use no name, we cannot communicate. But have to use the name. But yogi's experience, it doesn't mean, it's not necessary to put the name, but there's a something. It's able to know the objects. Either you can put it the mind, or you can put it the Chaita. You name either Chaita or mind. How about Chinese, how do they call? Sick. Is it? There is also name. Name is not ultimate reality. Real nature is a reality. Okay, there is a something which is able to know the object. There is the so-called mind. But reality is there. For example, when I practice meditation, okay, suppose, that yogi try to explain the other one. When I practice meditation, I realize it, I discover that there's something which always knowing the objects. If the second person or the latter one is not meditator, what the first person is saying, the latter one cannot understand. Because ultimate reality has no name, cannot emphasize, cannot express using the language. If two persons are meditators, the first one they say, during the mind practice, something, there's a something, it's knowing the objects. The other one can notice what is doing, what he or she is saying. Because of this experience, understanding reality, communicate without language. But we'll put it the name Chaita, but we'll say there's a something, it's knowing or cognizing something. That's the nature of Chaita, the nature of consciousness. For this reason, just now we say, Chaita, according to Abhidhamma, Chaita, consciousness, Cetasika, mental factors, Rupa, matter, Nibbana is a name for ultimate reality. Name itself are not ultimate reality. Just now, yogi's experience, see the characteristic of Chaita, character of Chaita. This is something to know or to cognize the objects. Then again, according to Abhidhamma, Chaita itself cannot determine wholesome or unwholesome. When the Chaita is associated to Cetasika, the mental factors, then Chaita can determine Chaita as a wholesome Chaita, unwholesome Chaita. So that they are taking their own function. Just now we already mentioned the Paramata Satya, the conventional truths, has their own intrinsic nature. The thing has or possess their own intrinsic nature. That means that beyond the concept or beyond the language. Now, for example, yogi seeing such a greed or anger and so on. Yogi can notice that mental factors when the angry related to Chaita, that we call angry mind. But yogi can see knowing mind plus angry. So that is an angry Chaita. Angry itself is a mental factor, knowing mind to know the mental objects that angry. So this knowing plus angry, this we call angry Chaita. But yogi can notice, but the other person cannot, because tomorrow I'm trying to explain concept and reality from the Abhidhamma perspective. So if I explain today, there's tomorrow no source for me to talk. So it's roughly realization of the ultimate truths, naming for ultimate truths are very different. Just now we already mentioned, these two things never exist together. For example, certain yogis observe their phenomena. Their mindfulness, their concentration is quite good. Their brightness is quite good. Certain yogis experience something, there's a something. It's watching you, watching whatever you see. There's a something always watching you. This something is a what? That kind of something is, what do you think, what? Okay, the so-called mind, but it's a certain nature watching you. So certain people never ever experience that kinds of differences between mind and body, or nama rupa. Some people, they are frightened or scared. Whether it's someone is frightened watching me because of Chinese tradition, Burmese tradition, very superstitious ghosts, or other external beings are watching you. So sometimes they scare. Okay, your experience is so much clearer, so that you can differentiate or distinguish between this consciousness and physical phenomena or mental phenomena. Something that is watching you all the time. There is your physical phenomena, because at that time you feel your physical phenomena side. That's why something is watching you. You notice. Indeed, eventually you can realize it. There's only two entities truly exist. That's why it's a Paramata Dharma, ultimate truths. We just try to emphasize real existence. Something which is watching you. That you means the so-called physical phenomena. The mind is watching the physical phenomena, rupa. So this is consciousness, is the very separate from, different from physical phenomena. Physical phenomena is different from mental phenomena, consciousness. So these only two entities exist at the time. There's no room for I, no room for soul. So the so-called soul means presuming these two entities as a soul. Since we do not know, because the consciousness is acting its own function. So that's why we are always think, we always presume whatever thinking, whatever we are realizing are soul. This soul is everlasting, eternal. Then since you see the consciousness is under the rise and passing away, that is the process of rising and passing away phenomena. So that if even there's something is knowing or something cognizing, the physical phenomena are moment to moment. They exist moment to moment base, not like everlasting. That's why if the soul is everlasting, exists forever, we can't see anything exists forever. Even consciousness, awareness are moment to moment, rising, passing away. So yogis can experience, can proclaim. If the so-called soul, its nature is everlasting, it exists forever, there is an eternal, then we can't find anything. Whatever the things that exist, only we can find the process of mind. This mind itself is subject to rising, passing away nature, moment to moment. How about physical phenomena? Physical phenomena as well, moment to moment they are rising, passing away. Since your mind is clearly see these two entities, there's no room for I, or no room for soul. Just now, we already proclaimed that two things never exist together. Come back again. Since you realize it, physical phenomena, mental phenomena, this is ultimate reality, which truly exists. At that moment, the so-called soul, the so-called I, the so-called you, the so-called man, the so-called woman no longer exist. Because your mind is very much related to ultimate truths for that moment. For that moment, the conventional truth, man or woman, I or you, no longer exist. For this reason, we need to understand whatever people they say, whether you are saying based on conventional truths or based on ultimate truths. Buddhists need to interpret, but not to too extreme, otherwise they get problem. For example, like, suppose boy and girls, like maybe the new marriage couple going to honeymoon, you can say these five aggregates are very disgusting, whatever. Is it time for saying this? Because of your conventional truths, you are praying each other, praising each other. Cannot use its ultimate term, for that moment. Otherwise, they are happy. Life is a suffering. Aging, sickness are a lot of kinds of suffering and so on. Because we need to understand certain way or certain things are conventional truths we have to use. Certain things, for example, Dhamma, for example, meditation retreats, we will use so many terminology for the ultimate truth. That's why Nama, Rupa, suffering, impermanence, nature, that is a very suitable for that particular moment. The other time cannot. We humans are pretending or presuming because so we attach so much to conventional truths. We please each other, we favor each other, so that our mind is already defined, our mind is already spoiled. Whether you believe it or not, tomorrow morning you see wife and husband, but usually they, wow, good morning, happy to see you. The next day you see that you are friends. Hey friends, suffering to see you. Will we angry or not? Because we are already favor each other, playing the conventional truths. Ultimate truths means the truth, what you really feel. Cannot say even though you like it or not. Even though you don't like it, certain people, but your word is saying nice to see you, happy to see you. Because we humans sometimes no more actually saying not really truth, mostly. But we favor our conceptual world, concept. That is a problem. Those who really realize the Dhamma, for example, those who already attain Anagamihood or Arahanthood or Arahant, that will be difficult to live in society. Because the society members, many things we have to do unnecessary work, unnecessary saying, unnecessary things we have to do. For example, like the friends of wife come to visit your house, but husband actually really welcome through the heart, genuine heart. But he didn't say anything, or he will not say anything, then friends might say, I wonder your husband is really like me or my visit or not. They that think. Then so long as husband won't say welcome to house, okay, enjoy yourself. If you don't say any words, because we humans think another way, whether this husband really like my visit or not. That's why we have to do unnecessary things a lot. Because those who already attain the Anagamihood or Arahanthood, because I think they don't want to do unnecessary things. Because even the we monks living in the worldly society, sometimes we have to say for conventional truth, not ultimate truth. Is it true? Suppose I'm living in United States, you Malaysian devotees visit to United States, then you stop my temple because you came from long journey. Then I won't say anything. I just meditate, mindful, whether you are happy or not. I won't say any words because we still need to favor the conventional truth. So much we attach to conventional truth. That is one reason why we make it our spiritual development delay. Because we are enjoying, we are living within conventional truth. Those who already attain, so those who really make it their effort for the intensive meditation, only certain periods they gain, they realize the ultimate truth. But you remember, our mind is come back to our society world, so we have to again back to the conventional truth. So conventional truths create a lot of problems or a lot of disagreements. Ultimate reality, ultimate truths are no longer in argument, no longer in disagreement. For example, when I practice my meditation, it's like I experience, I see, I realize physical phenomena or mental phenomena. The other one already realized it. There's no agreement, no disagreement, because everyone, two persons are experience the same thing. So, for example, like yesterday, I saw one car from point of conventional truth. The car is really wonderful. The car is really amazing. But based on your concept, color is, for example, black color. But the other person, based on concept, yeah, maybe car is expensive. I hate the black color. Because we are talking about the conventional truth. Conventional truth can every moment, every aspect can disagree each other. Can how to go? Produce a disagreement. The ultimate truth, or Dharma, real Dharma. So since everyone experience, there's no way to argue each other because there's a truly exists. For this reason, ladies here try to explain, because the Samudhisacca, that means people used to use the language in daily life for communication. But we accept there is a truth, but not ultimate truth. There is a conventional truth. Pramada Satya, that means whatever the things that really exist, not for name, but really exist as elements or nature or characteristic. For example, like art elements, Patawidhatu. Patawidhatu is a name for ultimate reality. But real experience or real elements are not like art. What the yogis experience, that means whenever they practice their meditation, then they realize it. There is a softness, hardness. But this softness, hardness also is a name for ultimate reality. Real experience are something, but we have to express using the name, otherwise cannot communicate. So please remember, ultimate reality has no name. Name itself is not ultimate reality. So cannot explain the ultimate reality if other bodies do not have experience. For example, Nibbana. I explain the whole book, but you can argue any single paragraph, any single line. Because this is name for ultimate reality. We try to explain. But real experience, until you practice, then until you attain the path and future knowledge, then you will discover the real Nibbana. Then, Pramada Satya, ultimate truth, not only for existence, but certain things are not existent. Pramada Satya can realize it. For example, man, woman, or deva, is it truly exist or not from point of view of ultimate reality? They truly exist or not? Do they exist or not from point of ultimate reality? Do they exist from point of conventional truth? Is it? Do they exist or not from point of ultimate reality? Cannot. No exist, because there is a man or human or deva is it just name, then also just represent for five aggregates. If you really experience there's a no man, there's a no deva from point of view ultimate truth. How about soul? Soul truly exists or not? If you really experience Nama Rupa, that's an intuitive wisdom, you may say the soul may not exist. But so long as, even though you are Buddhist, so long as you yourself have never ever experienced that kinds of, that kinds of the nature of Nama Rupa, physical phenomena, mental phenomena, which is based on intuitive wisdom, you may presume soul is something which is truly exists. Very difficult to overcome this idea or this concept. So now I would like to say, okay, like yesterday, okay, men or women are truly exist. If you say this, whether you are saying Musawada or not, Musawada or not, you are saying Musawada. Men or women truly exist. What do you think? You are saying Musawada or not, brother? Yeah, that's why because that particular person is saying based on conventional truth. According to Lady Sayadaw, this is not Musawada because of conventional truth. That's why we are presumed as a truth, but just conventional truth. But can't say that this is Musawada. Okay? Then same thing, whatever people used to say, man or woman, hand, hair, and so on, this is not saying the Musawada because they are talking about something very much based on conventional truths. So now you are living in worldly society. Now you are living in conventional truths. You need to be careful to use the language itself. Otherwise, you say Dharma is a very complicated. Dharma is a lot of problem. Dharma, that means nature. It says never creates any problem. Problem is our concept. Concept creates a lot of problem. But nowadays there are many religious traditions. But someone they say this one is good, this one no good. Then seem to Dharma is fighting each other. Is it Dharma fight each other? Dharma never fight each other. But problem is that your concept is fighting each other. Good or no good is your idea, your concept. Please remember next time. You see that people they think, oh, I learned the Dharma, I know the Dharma, I know how to balance and so on. Just saying. But so long as you cannot understand clearly the differences between concept and reality, your mind may not be mature. I will test you. Or someone may test you. Okay, suppose someone come to blindly talk to you. You are a very stupid person. You are angry or not? You are angry or not? Yeah, we are angry. Because you see there's two views. Because you are angry. Because according to Dhamma perspective, if you are not a stupid person, you are a bright person, you are an intelligent person, no point to get angry. Because the saying are not truth. That's why, from perspective of Dharma, if someone they say you are stupid, you just smile. Because you don't have such kinds of stupid quality. You are very smart, you are intelligent man, intelligent person. But people they say, because I get angry, because I'm not stupid, from the conventional truth. Concept. You remember, whatever concept, either you are stupid or not truly exists in you, but actually the person, first person, former one's concept or idea. Whatever he says, he might say, oh, you are a very good person, yeah, for today. The next day, you are a very awful person. I never meet such awful beings in this world. That's why the first person, whatever the concept, he may just express. So if you really learn the Dhamma, if you really understand the Dhamma, next time, according to Dhamma, reality, someone come to blame you, you all the time smile, okay? Because whatever saying their concept not really truly exists in you. Can you smile or not? Don't fix tightly your hand, okay? Because you are Dhamma listener, Dhamma seeker. So for me, nowadays so many meditation techniques teaching. They try to explain their technique is the best, whatever. For me, I always say, whatever the preliminary objects, any meditation teacher, they use it. For example, Mahasi tradition use rising, falling. The other traditions use breathe in, breathe out, or sometimes they fall feeling, or 4 elements, and so on. It doesn't matter. Whatever they use it, if you really meet in the vipassana, real intuitive wisdom, the preliminary object is a still form or shape. That is a conventional truth for name for conventional truth they were using. Name for the Dharma or name for reality. But itself is not really the ultimate reality yet. That's why people they are quarreling, criticizing and so on. No points. But you learn whatever your method you appreciate, but apply whatever the method in your home, where you are boss. So it's not necessary to degrade others' value, or not necessary to criticize others' value. That is because our community is very small. Then if you split again and again, smaller community getting tiny. Tiny community getting zero. Very sure. That's why if you really learn the Dharma, what is the value of the Dharma? So you need to understand, because you are not Ariya yet. Your mind will attach to surely conventional truth in many ways or many aspects. Whatever people they say, try to adjust quickly. For example, when you walk, sometimes you are supposed to fall down, but you are adjust quickly so that you can protect yourself. But whenever the Dharma too, whatever people they say, you all the time is remember conventional truth, ultimate truth. What way he is talking, what base he is talking, then you will be all right. So that is way to understand the Dharma, because even though the Buddha's teachings are like 3 baskets, the 5 groups of Nikaya, 84,000 aspects of Dharma group, that doesn't matter. If you divide into 2 groups, that's a conventional truth, ultimate truth. Then according to Pitaka, is that the Buddha divide into 3, teaching for rule and regulation. This is Vinaya Pitaka for monks. Then Suddhanta Pitaka teaching for doctrine, the Abhidhamma Pitaka teaching for philosophy or ultimate reality. So it's so long as you understand concept and reality in your mind, then your mind will be or seem to be more mature whenever you encounter certain difficulty in the Dharma aspect or daily life. So your mind will be stable and mature. For this reason, I'm trying to understand the differences between concept and reality, how we will play, how we will understand, how we will associate in our daily life. By knowing, by understanding the differences between concept and reality, may all Dhamma seekers understand more the Dhamma, Buddha's teaching, so as to exercise whatever you understand. Eventually, may all of you attain enlightenment in this very life. Yeah, sure. The question.